I think will be a very interesting one, and I can foresee it being a winner for 2022. Hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex, and I know this is the second episode of Rumor Decoder in 1 week. We had episode number 6 on Tuesday, and we're doing number 7 today. I had another episode planned for today, Saturday, but I decided to change my upload schedule. And we really need to address, those leaked pictures. Saucony 2022 lineup. We have 4 shoes to discuss. This is a very exciting, and I think, it's also interesting to look at these shoes, especially now during the holidays discount period, because you may want to stock up on some previous versions or decide to wait for the new upcoming releases. It's really nice to have the leaked pictures, and without no further ado, let's dive in. I'm gonna go from the sort of less exciting shoe up to the most exciting one at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. First one, Saucony Endorphin Shift 3. It's not a major update, at least, based on the pictures, based on what I was able to read in the sort of little abstracts close to the pictures. It's not a major update. Power Run foam and Power Run Plus liner. The stack height seems to be similar, although I don't have the confirmation for this. Drop seems to be still 4 mm. If you enjoyed that on the previous versions of the Shift, you will enjoy it still on this one. And yeah, they claim a better transition, new upper, but for me this is not a major update. Colorway looks very similar to the Saucony Endorphin Shift 1, the black and white one. Nothing crazy, but I think I'm gonna pass on it, and I would call it the least interesting one of the 4. Second, Saucony Triumph 20. We saw some leaked pictures of this shoe earlier this year, and we addressed it in the previous episode of Rumor Decoder. There's a playlist on the channel with all the episodes of Rumor Decoder if you want to have a look there and remember some of the previous rumors we decoded. Go check it out. So Saucony Triumph 20, I think the main difference, it gains a bit of stack height going from 8 mm to 10 mm, if I'm correct. Now we will have 23 mm of stack height in the forefoot, 33 in the heel. And another big change is the weight loss. It goes from 290 grams in US men's size 9 down to 275 grams, so from above 10 ounces down to 9.5 ounces, somewhere there. So quite a substantial weight loss. And this is thanks to the new version of the Power Run Plus foam, which is lighter, still very soft, and this is the highlight for Saucony. This is what they highlight, the new foam. So interesting. I think this one may be interesting. Let's keep an eye on it, and maybe we'll review it here on the channel. Second most interesting shoe, in my opinion, it's the Endorphin Speed 3. Maybe you expected it to be the most exciting one out of the 4. I don't think it is. It's exciting, and the colorway we saw is actually looking very nice. The Triumph 20, I didn't address the colorway. It's looking good. Good plus. This one, the Endorphin Speed 3, the white and red colorway, I think it looks pretty nice. And there are some updates. So you have to imagine, for a company like Saucony, when they update a very big winner like the Endorphin Speed, V1, V2 were big hits and they really please the market with them. They have to be innovative, but at the same time remain a bit conservative, because they don't want to lose that trend and that good vibe going around their shoe. So V3 is an update, not as much as I expected, but still we have a new geometry, a new curve to the plate. So now it's what they call S-curve plate, and they call it a winged S-plate curve. So I can imagine the plate to have sort of wings like the plate on the Max Road 5, Skechers Max Road 5, and this is to improve the stability. And Skechers says it in the little booklet that leaked. They claim the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3 will have a better stability and still that pop, still that nice roll. Everything they don't want to claim they changed it, so they say it's pretty much, the same type of philosophy, but with increased stability and a better pop. Still PowerRun PB foam and that new plate, new geometry. Also for the Speed 3, it gains 0.5 millimeter of stack height in the forefoot and in the heel, keeping it at that 8 millimeters drop. And the weight goes up for 2 grams, I think, in US men's size 9. Now it's 229, if I remember well. So nothing crazy in terms of changes for the weight or the stack height drop, which to a certain extent is understandable, but I also expected more changes on the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3. And so there's a little bit of disappointment for me, but still, exciting shoe, and stay tuned because we will certainly review it on the channel. And the most exciting shoe out of the 4 for me is the Saucony Tempus. The colorway doesn't look super nice, at least in my opinion, but the shoe I think will be a very interesting one, and I can foresee it being a winner for 2022. It comes with a dual foam PowerRun PB and PowerRun SF. So essentially PowerRun, but designed as SF, standing for support frame. So I can imagine it being pretty much like the Craft CTM Ultra, a big chunk of EVA foam, PowerRun foam, and inside PowerRun PB. So PowerRun PB will give that explosiveness, energy return from the super foam, and then around that you will have a more traditional foam that will act as A, stability, and B, Saucony claims also some energy return and some nice pop out of that frame of PowerRun foam, which I think makes sense to a certain extent when you combine 2 foams like this, one being on the outside of the midsole and one inside. You can have that, that nice sensations, just like the Craft CTM Ultra. Weight here is 254 in US men's size 9. So it's contained, in my size it's going to be around 285 to 90 grams, pretty much like the Craft CTM Ultra. And I think this is going to be a very interesting, versatile daily trainer, up-tempo daily trainer if you will. So we will keep an eye on it for sure. Lower stack height compared to the Saucony Endorphin Speed. So we're looking at 25 in the forefoot, 33 in the heel, 8 millimeters drop. I think I can imagine myself liking this shoe. This is also maybe why I'm excited about it. It's not plated, it's gonna be a trainer, up-tempo trainer, but quite exciting. Price point for this shoe seems to be also $160, but this needs to be confirmed. And I believe it will be maybe 180 euros because here in Europe the prices for Saucony are a bit higher. The release dates for the shoes are between early June. I think the first drop will be early June, maybe for the Speed 3 for instance, and then July will be pretty much the main release period for all these shoes, provided Saucony can deal with all the issues in the factories in Asia. I think they took it into account when they designed the little booklet that leaked, so I think those release dates are pretty much accurate, but still, let's see, we'll follow up on that for sure and we'll review at least 2 or 3 of these shoes. Now, the 2 main questions are what's going on with the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. I think this one will be even more interesting compared to the Endorphin Speed 3. I heard a few things, I saw a few pictures, and I think more updates will happen on the Pro 3, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. And what's going on with the Saucony Endorphin Trail? V1 was a nightmare for Saucony, at least because they had to recall it, they had issues with the midsole falling apart. So did they solve that on V2 or not? Are they continuing this shoe or not? Let's see. We'll follow up on this episode of Rumor Decoder. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big like. It really helps the video and the channel. And subscribe, join the community here on the channel to see more content like this. Enjoy your run today, enjoy your rides, go beyond your limits, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.